back to the game. I'll make this declaration, and texters, callers can respond. Maddie, the best team in the competition this year did not win the grand final, but clearly the best team on the night won the grand final.
Got the ding, ding, ding effect there, Chuck,
Do you
please?
agree?
Because
Do you agree with
I'm
that?
agreeing with that.
Yeah.
Well, had they not rested players, Melbourne, late in the season, they would have won the minor premiership by 6 points, 3 games clear of any other team. So there's your argument that they were the best team all season. But last night, Penrith, in the big game, with that experience over the last 3 years, they just controlled it magnificently. And it was pointed out by many people. Ivan Cleary, take a bow. Just turning your forwards back inside, straight down the middle, against a team that had lost Nelson Asava-Solomona, that if there was a question mark, it was over the forward pack. Let's gas them through the middle. And then the spine, this brilliant spine, won't have the platform to perform. And it worked. It worked. Very simple, 100%. Very effective, and it worked.
I've got to say, because my the lens I'm watching through last night is different from the commentary box. If I was calling the game, I'm suddenly watching from the eastern side of the ground high up. So you have more appreciation from that height of the work Cleary, Luai, Edwards, just, constantly moving around. I watched Melbourne at times. I thought, my God, they're not fit. Like you'd say, they're not fit enough. Like it was because Penrith, that word, gassed them. I saw Christian Welsh came on off the bench, and after 5 minutes he was gone. I mean, he was absolutely gone. And I don't know how many occasions I counted Harry Grant, and it's please don't take it literally when I say they're not fit. But if that was the only game you ever saw that you lobbed, you say, well, it's because they're too fit. And Melbourne aren't. Well, of course Melbourne are fit, but it was Penrith, absolute, just big man. Like they weren't perfect, Penrith. By God, they had a game plan that they executed and stuck at. And I think it proves again, if you speak to the inner sanctum at Penrith, they never look at the scoreboard. They do not look at the score. They say, we play this way. We play this way, whether we're 12-0 down or 12-0 up. We play this way. And they kept doing it. And I was in awe of the Panthers last night. Are they the best side I've ever seen? Well, maybe they are. like seriously. They're sensational.
I want to see the ball in play stat because at one point there, midway through the first half, it was on target to be about 75 minutes out of the 80 ball in play. Of course, it wouldn't have finished that high, but ball in play, it's something that the NRL prides itself on, and credit to them. And last night in the grand final, I think it was 23 minutes out of the first 25 or something like that. Ball in play, phenomenal. I go back to Anthony Seibold, who I heard interviewed yesterday by Jimmy Smith and also Timmy Manor. He said, one thing that gnaws in the back of my mind is Penrith's ability to recalibrate. Now, Melbourne had already beaten Penrith twice. He said beating Penrith 3 times in the one season, it's going to be difficult because if any team does a homework, adjusts, and knows how to conquer what a team has used to have success against them, it is Penrith, and that's the way it turned out.
All right, let's go to some of the key players. A little bit of wash up from the game. I think we go to Nathan Cleary, first of all. One of those Panthers who is now, I can't believe it, a 4-time grand final.
Wow.
Nathan Cleary, not far off best on ground last night. I thought I had Yeo as Clive Churchill medal ahead of Liam Martin, but no dramas with Liam Martin whatsoever.
The text line, thanks to Edgewater Homes, buy with confidence. Jump on the text, 0457 736 736.
Thanks to Henry at the Bay on the text. Good morning, gents. Early tip for the day. Ipswich, race 3, number 20, mind you. Panther Power. Cheers. Have a great day.
Imagine it was number 4.
Imagine what you could be buying instead. But there you go. You've been warned. Race 3, number 20 at Ipswich is Panther Power.
Jared from Wanturna South in Victoria. Jared, thank you for getting involved nice and early. Gutted for the Storm, he said. They were gassed at the end and couldn't create any run for each other. Hats off to Penrith. Storm will be better next year with Nelson Asava-Solomona and Stefano, but we can agree that Howarth's try was grounded and the bunker needs to explain. That's Jared. That's Jared where we need to take pause.
We do. No try. Jared, it's no try. Now, I watched it. I watched it over and over and over, and post-match over and over, freeze frames and all of that. And the NRL have come out and shown it's his arm. What you think looks like the ball is the arm underneath the ball. Case closed. Thank you. Nat, on board? No try?
Absolutely. I was watching it last night on the broadcast, obviously, and it looked like a try. You can understand why people were saying, hang on, how is that not a try? It absolutely, categorically looked like a try. I'll go to John Ralph, who's a Melbourne-based Herald Sun AFL reporter.
Yep.
Respected sports fan. He said, I've only watched this 76 times.
Yes.
But it seems clear the ball hits the ground. WTF. And I reckon that tweet sums up the thoughts of so many sports fans, be you Sydney-siders, interstate, around the world, frustrated. So my only wish in hindsight is that the NRL, well, firstly, that the broadcast could have shown the angle that the bunker was using. That's a mismatch. When viewers and investors in the game, by investors I mean people who have invested time and energy, are not seeing the vision that the bunker is using to deny the try when it is so different to what we are watching. And then secondly, that the NRL social media handles didn't pump out the vision that we've seen post-game and this morning in the seconds or minutes after the try was denied to stop all this.
Just to qualify, though, so we're on the same page when we say the reason it's no try is because it's Jack Howarth's arm under the ball.
The ball, there's an arm under the ball.
But is it Jack's arm?
I'd need to go back and
look well, that's what I'm saying. I think it might even be Jack's arms under the ball. But anyway, if the ball doesn't touch the ground and it's in the crook of your elbow, it's no try. Where the game is an ass, and this is a totally separate issue because it's Grant Atkins got it right in my opinion. But in the case of a double movement, if the arm carrying the ball hits the ground and you extend it, tackle complete. No try gets taken off you. But how come in goal, the ball, why don't we just make it easy? Yeah. If the bloke who carries the ball, it's his arm, just call it a try. But anyway, that's another day.
Yeah, because how many times do you see a bloke racing away, dive in, the ball doesn't actually touch the ground.
Has happened before.
But it's a try.
But let's wind the clock back. The SEN coverage last night, the boys weren't to know. Okay, so Joel Kane in the commentary seat with Scott Sattler, and this is the drama, this is the pandemonium as it unfolds on the Jack Howarth no try.
Only Brad Fittler sideline said, I thought the arm stayed under the ball. Maybe his view was different given that he was low. So we've got a problem. We need to make sure that the broadcast is showing somehow,
do in cricket. They do the enhanced in cricket. They can do the magnified, Anyway, that's an incident. Matty Russell, myself, we are going with the NRL no try. No try.
Not only us, all the journos who were presented with that vision and evidence last night were quick to jump on social media and say, we've seen the vision. It is no try. Correct call.
As we go to the news, another sighting of Brandy. Saw Brandy and Mark Geyer riding a bike starkers down Mulgoa Road. They were wearing helmets, but no pants, no clothes, apart from the bike helmet.
Helmets.
Good luck. This is Breakfast with Vossi and Matt Russell on this Monday morning.